Hi, it's Liz Sneddon. Let's have a look at comparison investigation questions. So, our investigation question needs the following things. It needs to have a categorical variable, so that's our words answers. So, males and females, older students, younger students, smokers versus non-smokers. So anything where I've got two groups that I want to compare. I also need a numerical variable, so I need to have some numbers, either discrete or continuous, so either measuring or counting. I might be counting the number of messages, text messages that students send each day. It could be that I need to look at the time that students spend on their phones each day. I also need to use the word tend or typical, and I need to talk about the population. So a reminder, the population is everybody that I'm interested in, whereas sample is just a selection from that population. So if my population is all the students at school, my sample might just be my class at the school, or a random selection of other Year 11 students, for example. So here's our example, and we've got, first of all, I want to identify the categorical variables. So the variables that have word answers, our student's first name, the gender, whether or not they take PE, those are our categorical variables. Then identify the numeric variables, so our numbers, so age, Walsett time, and height. Those are our numeric variables. Our sample is some of our Year 11 students at St Kentigern College, and the population is all of the Year 11 students at St Kentigern College. So let's look at choosing two variables. I want to choose one numeric and one categorical. So in this case, I'm going to choose gender and height. And now I'm going to write a question. So I need to think, well, who do I think might be taller? And in this case, I'm going to say, I wonder whether the boys tend to be taller than girls for all Year 11 students at St Kentigern College. So I'm referring to the population. A different example, I could choose whether or not they take PE and their Walsett time. So I could compare students who take PE with those that don't, and say, I wonder whether students who take PE tend to hold a Walsett for longer than students that don't take PE for my population, which is all Year 11 students at St Kentigern College. So then we extend this with a hypothesis and think, well, why do I think one group or the other group might be taller? So this is where we need to use our general knowledge and make an educated guess. And we do this before we look at the data. So, in this example, if my problem was I wonder whether the boys tend to be taller than the girls, my hypothesis is going to be that I think the girls might be taller than the boys at Year 11, because girls have mostly finished their growth spurt, and the boys usually only starting their growth spurt, and they don't usually finish it until they're about 18 years old. So at Year 11, I think maybe the girls might be a bit taller. So that's my hypothesis. And then the next step would be to go and make the graphs of the data and analyse it to see whether it matches with my hypothesis or not. Thanks for watching.